In today's video, I'm making a video on Gretzky's aluminum shafts hockey stick. This is a game model stick that Wayne would have used. This is a brand new one. It's an Easton aluminum 5100 Pro Balance, which is the model. It's a shiny aluminum. This is 105 flex. And this has a standard blade, which means they're not thin on the bottom like you see your one-piece sticks are thinner. That's called tapered. This is a standard, and that's all they had back in 1990. So this shaft model came out in 1990. Wayne Gretzky got a contract with Easton. He switched over from Titan. Titan was a wood stick made in Finland and Canada, and he switched from that to Easton. And so he's the first guy to use it. And the other guy that also used these was Brett Hull. Brett Hull had 86 goals with this, similar to this model. It's probably had more flex. I do have that model here in my collection. This one held wood blades, which means the trainers would heat them up, put the blades in, and they could either use a torch or they use a heat gun. So the glue would melt, and then they would, let it cool down, and he'd use them. He was using an estimate of one a period, I believe. And Wayne used to cut his sticks shorter towards the end of the year, a little at a time. And the type of stick he uses is a heavy stick. This is considered a heavy shaft. As made in the USA. So Easton was not the first. Well, they did make sticks for a Christian company. Christian was the first company to make the aluminum shaft back in the mid-80s, and Easton was making it for them. So they were the company making the aluminum shafts, and then they decided to branch out and do their own in 1990. And this is how has a wood plug that you could pull out. That's how they had them. So if your kid grew, you take it out. Players decide what height they want. And Wayne Gretzky used to put the Jack the Gripper foam handle on there, which is a very collectible piece. If you have one of those, it's worth a lot. And it's got his name stamped on the shaft. So this type of shaft was when, if you talk about goal scoring records, 1994, he was using this type of model shaft to score the 802 goals, passing Gordie Howe on the all-time goal scoring list. So it was 801 Gordie Howe had in 1994 against Vancouver. He gets a pass from Marty McSorley, and he scored with this kind of stick. And it's a really cool looking stick. The shiny aluminum, reflects in the light. I heard that goalies were complaining in the NHL about the light, hitting the stick and bothering them. I'm not sure if that's true, or if that's just an excuse, but that's what I heard. And it's a cool looking stick, and I have other ones that I have in my collection. I do make videos on shafts and sticks and talk about the history of them and what I know, and go into detail about each one. And this is some of my collection. And thank you so much for watching.